All right, here we go. Your name and where you from?
My name is Riza. I'm originally from North Carolina. I've been in Florida for 17 now.
17?
hmm
Okay, yes, well. Incredible. Okay. All right, so what advice would you give young people starting off in the dating world today? Like, what are some key points you would want them to pay attention to and look out for?
One, take your time. Take your time and make sure you know yourself. Know your worth so when you do meet somebody, you you will be putting you'll know what it is you actually really want from someone.
Okay, okay. In dating and relationships, or just in marriage in general, as far as in relationships, what constitutes a healthy relationship to you?
God first.
hmm
Good communication.
Okay.
If you have good communication and be able to talk things through,
hmm
I feel that's makes for a healthy relationship.
hmm
Along with, you have to be friends. You have to be friends with who you're with.
hmm Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. So, what advice would you give to young men courting a young courting young women today, young ladies, like do's and do nots? So far.
Sorry. Um, I have one for you too. I had it. Hold on, give me a few minutes. Um, to treat whoever with respect. Get to know them. Get to know who it is that you're trying to pursue. Know that don't play with nobody's feelings. If it's someone you're really not interested in, don't play with their feelings.
hmm
Because as I tell my son, feelings is all you got, and you should all. I think you should always be truthful and letting them know where your standards are and what theirs are. Get to know them.
hmm
Don't go in playing games.
hmm Okay. Yes, that makes sense. Okay. Okay. So in relationships, I'm trying to ask this. Okay. So how do you approach communication in relationships? And okay, what do you think of communication in relationships, and how would you approach a lack of communication?
What do I think about communication in a relationship?
So yeah,
It's
so
how it. I think it's very important.
mm,
Um, the lack of you have to talk.
mhm,
You need to really sit down and talk with the person,
mhm,
and let them know how your feelings. Let them know someone your feelings and how you're feeling about what's going on in the relationship,
mhm,
and hopefully they'll understand what you're saying and you can keep that communication open. Because without communication, you have nothing. You have no trust, because if they can't communicate with you the way they need to, and their actions are not genuine with what they're saying, that's a problem.
mhm, mhm. So how do you think trust can be established in a relationship? Like some key things.
Um, as I said, communication. Keep
Mhm,
it. To me, keeping it real.
mhm,
Keep it real and whatever you're saying. Um, don't don't contradict yourself.
mhm,
Um, if you say one thing and you do something different, that's a lack of communication. That breaks the trust. The
mhm,
trust is broken when you're doing something different. or you're caught in a lie that breaks the trust of someone, especially if it's a continuous thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. In your opinion, what do you consider a true friend?
True friend is someone got your back. That's going to keep it real with you. When you're wrong, you're wrong. Um, when you need them, they're there for you. Yeah, they're right there for you, doing the good and the bad.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 Definitely. Definitely. Okay. So, if there was one thing about the world that you could change right now, what would it be and why?
We're selfish these days. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
we're very selfish. People don't look out for each other no more. The loyalty is not there. We need God. Point blank. Period. The world is really like, it's messed up. We need God, and I'm not even speaking upon myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so much that goes on that I don't know. I just a lot of people are selfish. And the other thing, if could have it back, your big mamas.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
No more big mamas.
You got babies raising babies, and they're doing that. How they was raised, how they was brought up. That's how the mindset is. We have no more of, discipline our kids. We let them say whatever to. No respect.
Mm-hmm.
No respect. Like I said, there's no respect. So that's.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's what's up. That's for sure. Okay. How do you think women can be respected better in the world today? And and how do you think they can respect themselves better? Two-part question.
Well, they dress a little bit better. We covered up a little bit more. Self-love. Self-love. I think a lot of us don't have that self-love for each other, for ourselves. And that's what we mainly need. Don't allow a guy don't let a guy, even if you're in a relationship or whatever, have that control over you. That put yourself first. Make yourself a priority. I feel a lot of us women, young girls, when we do end up in any type of relationship or whatever, we put ourselves last. You should put yourself first. Even if you're not receiving it for someone else, put yourself first. Make yourself be first. And I think a lot of young women sometimes don't do that.
Self-respect.
Self-respect.
Self-respect. Okay. Let me ask you this: in dating and relationships, this last question on that. What's the highest level of self-respect? You probably just answered it, but I'm just asking again. What's the highest level of self-respect you feel someone can have for themselves? Like, what would you simply not tolerate, or what would you advise people to simply not tolerate in a relationship?
I had it for you, but now I can't think of it right. Don't settle for just any and everything. Don't settle for if someone's treating you bad. Don't settle for that and think that that's all you deserve, because we all deserve a lot more. That's all.
We deserve a lot more.
We do. We deserve a lot more. I don't forgot the question.
The highest level of self-respect someone can have.
just love yourself and respect yourself enough to not allow someone to tear you down.
Mhm.
Know, like I said earlier, know your worth.
Mhm.
And knowing your worth, you know what you're going to settle for and what you're not going to settle for.
True that. True that. I respect that. Okay. So, what does self-love mean to you? And what are some things you do to, give it to yourself, or what would you advise? How would you advise people to give themselves self-love?
Self-love is spending time with yourself, getting to know who you are, knowing your ins and out of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
The good things about yourself, the bad things about yourself, the quirky things.
Mm-hmm.
Just knowing who you are and what makes you happy. Some things, go out and eat by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Take a long walk. I got a journal that I like to write in.
Mm-hmm.
I do. Spend time, let's date yourself.
Right.
Dating yourself, getting to know what it is that you love. Mm-hmm. Once you know yourself and you love yourself, it's gonna go into anything. Your relationships, your friends, your job, wherever you go, is knowing yourself first and spending that time to know yourself. A lot of people don't really like being alone. And
right.
When you're jumping, you jump because and you're settling for what they want for you. But if you get to know yourself and spend time with yourself, you know what you deserve and what it is you're after.
Definitely. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. How do you see black people in the world today? And how do you see black people in the future going forward?
How do I see black people? We're going backwards in a lot of things. Even though you feel we're moving forward, some things we're like I said, we're going backwards. We took a lot of the traditional stuff and we have laid it aside. And as far as going forward, continue to educate ourselves. Like I said, we all need God. I can't stress that enough.
Right.
I think we should support each other more than what we do. And so, in a lot of things. So that's how I feel about it.
Like it. Okay. I respect that. Okay, Ms. Reza. Thank you. We flip. All right, here we go. All right, there it is. I had the amazing Ms. Reza. Interview her. Amazing questions. Thank you, Ms. Reza. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
You got
continue to do what you do.
Thank you. You got any last words before we close out? She's like, I said everything right there. I said everything I need to say. All right, then. I appreciate you, Ms. Reza. It's Titanium 10 Poetry. Our perspectives, our opinions, heard loud and clear. See y'all in the next one. Peace out.
Peace out.
All right, then.